Welcome back. I'm Ezra Levant. Is free speech being censored in the United Kingdom? Well, of course it is. That's nothing new. But check out this new mutation of British censorship. The UK Ad Council has banned the term clean coal from appearing in ads. Just banned it because of lobbying from an anti-jobs lobby group called the World Wildlife Fund. They didn't try to debate or rebut the coal industry or the ad proposed by a coal company called Peabody. They just ran to the nanny state and asked them to censor the ad. The ad is being banned until the company can prove that technologies are emission-free. Sun News contributor Kevin Gadet joins me with more. Kevin, the idea that you would in Britain require some government bureaucrat's approval to run an ad, I think I knew that, but I didn't really face it until this moment. That is not a free country.
Oh, it's astonishing to me that our friends, our left-wing friends at the World Wildlife Fund, they file this frivolous, I think it's frivolous complaint into the censors in Britain, and the censors then dug into it, and they decided that part of the merits of the World Wildlife Fund complaints weren't based, but they upheld you can't use the words clean coal technologies.
You know what? I don't care if an ad is true or false. I mean, if it's a political opinion, I want to hear it. If we started applying a political test to political campaign ads, then we wouldn't let the people make these decisions. Let the people decide if coal is or isn't clean. It's just so frustrating that some nameless, faceless bureaucrat does, as if, even if it was the world's greatest scientific expert, I want to hear for myself. I want to judge for myself. Here, let me show you, and you dug this up. Good work, Kevin. You dug up the 3 complaints filed by the World Wildlife Fund. Let's put them on the screen here and just look through them. This is what the nanny state on the left demanded. They said that the language energy poverty is the world's #1 human and environmental crisis cannot be substantiated. These are the complaints. The advertiser implies they're working to solve poverty, and they don't comment on the negative impacts of coal. And finally, the term clean coal is misleading. Now, here's what the nameless, faceless government bureaucrats said in response to they rejected the first one and the second one, but they said the term clean coal is misleading. I got a question for you, Kevin. You know a little bit about how wind turbines are made and the rare earth minerals and solar panels. Do you think this nameless, faceless, left-wing bureaucrat that just censored a company in the United Kingdom, do you think they would ever say you can't run the word green energy for a solar panel, or you can't say global warming because global warming hasn't happened in 18 years?
No, of course not. That's part of the problem with these nanny state bureaucrats is they get unilaterally to decide which politically correct marketing they like and which politically correct marketing they don't like. Or, I mean, it's the whole point of marketing is to market and persuade and convince people. And ideally, we as consumers and free beings and thinking sentient beings would decide for ourselves what we do or don't choose to believe and make our purchase pattern decisions based on that. But just like Orwellian 1984 Ingsoc, the crime police, thought police are deciding here and telling people not what to think, but you're not even being allowed to think for yourself.
Yeah. You know, if you are a false advertiser and say, I'm selling you a pound of butter and it's a pound of sand, you have a lawsuit in contract law. You were hornswoggled. It was fraud. But if you are making a political argument that this coal that we're using is clean or cleaner than other coal, you should be able to make that political argument and suffer the consequences of public opinion if they don't believe it. But for someone to say you may not even use those words, and it's so absurd. I mean, how many times have I heard the phrase climate criminal or dirty oil? It's as if there's dirt in the oil. I mean, these are low information bureaucrats. I am certain that this was a political move. Does Peabody have a chance here? Is there a way to appeal this? Do you know what they can do, or is there any hope for Britain for free speech?
Well, I can't speak to the hope for free speech because it's all moving in the wrong direction, including Britain. But I did speak to a representative from Peabody Energy, and they said that they're seeking clarification from the Ad Standards Council as to what the ban means, as to whether or not they can use the term clean coal technology. Because the United States, the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, actually has a category for clean coal technology. It's on their website, and they approve it. And it's all about making our environment cleaner. And in this case, Peabody wants to make poverty eliminated across the world. So they've sought clarification from the Ad Standards Council, and they don't know how they're going to respond.
You know, it's incredible. I mean, you can have a debate over whether or not coal is clean. And coal has more carbon dioxide when you burn it than natural gas, but that's not pollution. Coal has other things in it. But the fact that the United States EPA recognizes it, and I don't know what the UK environmental law is, but some censor says, I'm going to decide that that is factually false. That's outrageous. I'm glad you brought this to our viewers' attention.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, Kevin.